It's not always this obvious when young people need help. For 30 years, we've shown up for youth. With your donation, you can too.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and roadwork all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation, because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
And good morning. As you can see, I'm not the lovely Heidi.
What?
Apparently I'm not.
Where'd Heidi go?
Apparently our stuff has been knocked out, including our co-host here. So
Okay.
unfortunately,
yes, there's been a few power outages this morning.
Power outages, people outages, floods.
Yep.
going to Frontenac Street here. We just got this in, and on Frontenac Street there is reports of flooding due to a culvert overflowing at the moment. City is aware, unsure what the timing is going to be on anybody fixing it. We also have reports of the underpass at Wellington Street starting to fill up, which is pretty much a standard for any rainfall in the city.
And of course, there's about 1,300 homes right now without power in the West End. The PUC is working on that.
And we're
chances are it was from the thunderstorm.
From power. Fire services went out this morning for a false alarm shortly after some lightning strikes, and we can only imagine that probably had something to do with power going on and off.
Pretty nice looking thunderstorm. I don't know if you, it must have.
It woke me up. It woke the dog up. The dog wasn't too bad. Woke the girlfriend up.
We're looking at some footage this morning of some. I think there we go. There's some thunder for you and lightning. Yeah, so that's going to be sticking around for most of our day today.
The thunder and lightning, or just the rain?
No, the thunder and lightning is pretty much pushed towards the north now. We could see a couple of cells though develop over the next couple of hours.
These are nothing. I came out of Windsor, right? I grew up in southwestern Ontario, and I spent 9 years in Windsor. And it's like every time these would come through, it was like where's the tornado to go with it, right? Yeah. And if we were 300 or 400 kilometers south of here, these could have some serious.
For sure.
Like
even if we were having temperatures around 15 degrees or higher right now, we'd be seeing some pretty
convection and everything else
weather here. So we're lucky that we live in the Soo. And we're kind of protected by the Great Lakes for the most part, except in the winter. It's the exact opposite. But for the most part, the Great Lakes pull energy out of clouds, and we don't get the major tornadoes.
Cold water kills tornadoes.
It does. It's a tornado killer.
But it also brings piles and piles of that wonderful lake effect snow that we like having until the end of January.
It's the exact opposite.
Again, winter, southern Ontario, it comes off Georgian Bay until about the end of December, and then you're at like nothing. It's like, well, this is okay.
There you go.
So,
but hey, it's a thunderstorm. It's getting rid of the rest of the snow that we have. So let's be happy about that. Mind you, we just might get some snow back by Friday and Saturday. I'll give you those details coming up. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for that.
What else do we got to talk about?
So last night, shortly after 7 o'clock, Sioux Fire Services was made aware of multiple calls for an oil slick on the river. So they attended to the area of the Bushplane Museum and found, shockingly enough, oil. You can see some of the footage here taken from the drone. I attended with the drone and was with fire services while they were investigating. Apparently this oil slick had decided to go all the way down to Pine Street. We don't really have a source. It did look like it might have been coming from one of the ships in the area, although we cannot confirm that. And they are still investigating. I'm waiting for word back from the Ministry of Environment and also the Coast Guard, and if we get that, we will pass it along. Yesterday afternoon, shortly after 4 o'clock, firefighters decided it was a good idea to attend a car fire that had been called in on Elmwood Avenue. The car was found to be fully engulfed when the first engines arrived. As you can see here, an individual tried to put it out with a 2.5 pound fire extinguisher. My advice, from doing this for years and years and years, don't do that. There's so much stuff on that vehicle that could explode. I'm close enough when I'm filming and I'm doing stuff like this that I can get what we're looking for, but in the same boat, I'm far enough away that if that front wheel or something else was to go bang, I would jump, but it probably wouldn't hurt me. Going near a fire, it's not a really good idea. That's taking my anchor hat off, my journalist hat off, and just being a person who does this for a living. Let the guys with the professionals do that. It's just so much easier for them to get, and then you're out of the way too. So the fire was put out, as you can see here. Sioux Fire Services had the fire under control within 2 or 3 minutes. They got in under the hood, they got inside. The car was a complete write-off, but apparently it may have been headed for scrap anyway. So as you can see, lots of footage, lots of them doing everything they're supposed to. That car was towed. Sioux Police showed up, they took some information, and the firefighters were off scene within about, half an hour, 45 minutes. So we go away from fires and we go to a unfortunate situation. Yesterday morning, London Police had said there was an individual struck and killed, and she had been a Western University student. At that point in time, when I was made aware of the situation, there was no word that it was where the student was from. It has since been made aware that the grieving mother of a Western University student killed in collision Monday says her daughter lived a full life. She packed a lot of opportunities and experience and a lot of life in 21 years, that's for sure. She lived life to the fullest, said Pina Ninon, the mother of Meje Ninon. So she was struck and killed by a vehicle in the Western University part of London. All the details will be made available. You can see video from the site, and we pass on our condolences to the family. Something that got a lot of traffic yesterday that I didn't expect to get a lot of traffic, except for it came from the biggest problem in the city right now, potholes. So during Monday night's council meeting, as you know, I cover all of the council meetings, Mayor Provenzano as well as others spoke about this, and we have a minute or so clip here of what Mayor Provenzano had to say about the potholes in our community.
I appreciate why there's a lot of discussion about this and why you're taking the opportunity to pivot from a tender report to all the potholes we're currently dealing with in our city. So I will say this on that topic, because I do think it's a topic that a number of people are concerned about and have reached out to a number of you on, is that our roads are old. So this has really nothing to do with what we might have done last year or the year before. It has something to do with long-term planning and budgeting properly. Our roads are very old. There were a lot of years where the budget was zeroed out and we didn't increase the budget to put more money into our roads. And there's lots of years where we didn't give additional funds to improve the roads when it was asked for by staff. So if you want to fix the roads and you want to improve the roads, you got to really focus on what you're budgeting at budget time. And I'll commend this group because we have allocated more resources to that. I think we've got over 2 million additional funds for this budget year. And I think the hope was that we do the same thing for the following 2 budget years, because there's some funds that were made available by the federal government that we were taking advantage of there. So you know, we will continue to have lots of potholes for years to come because of decisions of, you know, that were made years ago. And the only real way to address that is to you know, increase the roads budget. And we'll never be able to increase it to the degree that it would need based on the age of our roads, but we can focus on that. Future council terms, if council chooses to. In any event, if we keep on seeing the weather we're seeing, you're going to keep on seeing the potholes that you're seeing.
So given his interesting information you said there, a lot of other councillors were critical of things like whether the asphalt was the same quality, how it was being put down, when we'd start getting hot mix. Hot mix for the community is not going to be available until the weather warms up a bit. The plants just aren't open yet. Usually, according to Larry Girardi, who's one of the deputy CAOs, and I think it was of engineering, although I'm not sure off the top of my head, he said that it would be the end of April before the hot mix was available, probably beginning of May, which means these coal patches, which many citizens have pointed out don't work and they're frequently redoing, is what we're going to have to do to fill these potholes for now. Another individual had asked, like, just where we're at. Well, the province doesn't spend anything, but the city spends upwards of $500,000 a year repairing potholes, and that's where we're at on the pothole story. So one more thing to bring to you before we go and see our wonderful weather specialist here. Ontario has decided that they're going to have a new rate for low overnight electricity rates, and it's been sort of aimed for recharging your electric cars that are coming, doing other stuff that you might want to do at night, and it sort of makes it it's a little easier on the hydro grid when stuff is being done at night. So the Ontario government is advancing work to deliver a new optional low overnight time of use electricity price plan as part of its plan to provide consumers with more ways to keep costs down. So the new rate could save, it's saying it could save people about $90 a year. It's going to help with electric vehicles. I don't see it in here at the moment what the new rate is, but it is on our website. And with that, we will go off and we will see Craig.
Well, Dan, I should mention that we are still under a rainfall warning for the Sault to St. Joe Island. We could see anywhere from 30 to 40 millimeters of rain by the time this system moves out of the area sometime Thursday afternoon. But today is going to be a soggy day. We're going to have the on and off showers where most of the heavy showers have now pushed towards the north. Same with the thunderstorms though we could see the odd cell pop up and give us another little thunderstorm. We're going to take a live look outside right now. If you can see, Jesus, that is just foggy out there. We are seeing some rain showers, some fog. That fog will lift later on this afternoon. We're going to be with mainly cloudy conditions for most of our day. Expect to see 0 sun for today, but temperatures are going to be nice. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. We are currently sitting at 6 degrees. We have some wind out there from the southeast, gusting to about 30 kilometers an hour. Those winds are going to pick up later on tonight into our day Thursday, and we're going to be in and out of showers most of our day. Again, most of the heavy showers are pushed towards the north, though we could see the odd heavy shower pop up between now and noon hour, and then it kind of starts to fizz out a little bit. Then it comes back for this evening. But look at the temperatures. We're hitting 10 degrees today, 7 degrees for your evening, and the temperatures hold steady for the overnight period. And I have some good news when it comes to the colder temperatures coming in for tomorrow. I'll tell you all that coming up in the 3-day forecast, Dan.
Colder temperatures and hopefully some sunshine. We have to go off and see our wonderful sponsors to help bring this to you.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
This is not going to sound nearly as funny as it was when I first read it on the bottom of the comment section for our, what did you do there, Mike? A beetle, a poop-picking robot story? That's your first tech story?
Yeah, I was looking and just scouring, and somebody actually made a robotic poop scooper. Like, come on, everybody with a dog, yourself included and me, we could use that.
I think you're still going to take, somebody said you're still going to take the poop out of the robot, but anyway, not either way. But somebody had said, what do you get when a dung beetle walks into a bar? He yells out loud, "Was that stool taken?" Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's a bit of a bump boom joke, but anyway.
Well, if you see, Dan, like, look on your screen. Like, come on. Like, isn't this something? Wouldn't this be something for your backyard, for your dog even?
Well, and you know how people that are on Facebook and online, they're offering $30, $40 an hour or a yard in order to come clean up dog poop, and they're busy individuals. I've actually had one of them speak to me, and he said he's going to make a lot of money. Because what happens all winter, I don't know about you, Mike, but I can guarantee you that this doesn't look amazing. I can guarantee you that so it won't work in wintertime.
Well, come on. I mean, it's not like a little snowplow here, but think about it. You know, in the summertime, you just let it sit, and look, it goes back to its own charger, and you know, you never have to worry about it. I guess the only thing you really have to worry about is taking the poop out of the actual unit, I guess.
guessing it probably doesn't work real well in rain, but who knows? I didn't do enough research on it, and I just saw it this morning when it popped up, and I'm like, interesting little piece. But maybe if anybody, any of our viewers get this and decide they're going to use it in the yard, let us know. We'll come by and actually watch it in person. So this is called what did we call it, Mike? The day
Beetle.
poop hunter,
It's
or
the
what?
they call it the beetle.
The beetle.
Yeah, and now what I'll do, just let everybody know, is every Tuesday I'll put a new little tech tip of some sorts, whether it be something like this, or just how to maybe fix something that you have in your house.
So we've added Mike to the team that belongs to myself and Heidi and Colette and Bruce and Craig and Trina, and he's going to start writing some stuff too. And with that, we have actor and comedian Gilbert Gottfried dead. He passed away at 67. I can be honest with you, I don't follow actors, I don't follow comedians, I'm not that type of individual. I'm a little bit too busy for that kind of stuff, so I know almost nothing about this individual. So Mike, if you want to fill in just a little bit.
Like, he's a really funny comedian, but one thing a lot of people know about Gilbert is that he was in now you've got me, Beverly Hills Cop with Eddie Murphy. That's where his iconic role is.
His family said, "We are heartbroken to announce the passing of our beloved Gilbert Gottfried after a long illness. In addition to being the most iconic voice in comedy, Gilbert was a wonderful husband, brother, friend, and family to his 2 young children. Although today is a sad day for all of us, please keep laughter as loud as possible in Gilbert's honor. Love, the Gottfried family." Again, our thoughts are with the family. With that, we're going to go over and we're going to see what Craig has for the long-term forecast.
So the heavy rain is now pushing towards the north. We did see that pretty heavy thunderstorm roll in right around 6:30, maybe even a little earlier than that this morning. But this is what we look like right now. We have a lot of moisture still coming into this low pressure system. This low is tracking due north. Now, make note of this. This is a lot of snow on the border of the U.S. and Canada, and they're seeing some blizzard conditions there yesterday, all part and parcel of the same low pressure system. The good news is we're not going to cool down as quickly as we initially thought because this low pressure system is tracking north, so we're staying on the eastern side of it, which means we're on the warm sector. We're not going to tap into this cold sector yet, but eventually we will. Let's take a look at the satellite and we can show you just where that thunderstorm just kind of blew up this morning. This is a loop of around 12 hours and you can see just this dark mess here. That's that thunderstorm coming through. And we're going to also show you that on radar coming up. As far as temperatures go, we're not looking all that bad as far as temperatures here. 10 degrees we're going to hit. We're currently sitting at 6, so we don't really have a lot to go. 6 degrees in Wawa. We're all seeing above seasonal or seasonal temperatures today. The big difference is Thunder Bay at 3 degrees because they're closer to that colder air that will eventually sink in over Thursday night into Friday here. Could produce some snow, and that snow could stick around on Friday morning. Let's take a look now at the radar. You can see this is the last 6 hours. You can see this red mess here. That's the thunderstorms, heavy rain. That's all pushing towards the north. We do have a little bit of a break coming sometime around noon hour. We should see just maybe a scattered shower pattern, some mist and some drizzle. Other than that, we're going to see a mainly cloudy, mainly wet day. Also seeing some pretty strong winds from the southeast today as well. So this is what we look like for your forecast for today. Just showers. I think we're done with the thunderstorms. There could be a couple of few little cells left, but most of that is now pushing towards the north. 10 degrees for your high. We are going to see those winds pick up today. Same story for your day on Thursday. We're going to have those showers kind of linger into the morning if there's anything left, and then just kind of a cloudy day. But we are going to see those winds, of course, shift towards the northwest. Temperatures at 9 degrees for Thursday, but dropping to 4 degrees by the evening. And then you can see we're at 1 degree for Friday. That's that cold air coming in, and we could see some accumulation. Right now, we're looking at around 2 to 3 centimeters as total snowfall. That doesn't mean it's going to stick, but we could see a little bit of a coating of snow come Friday morning. So we'll definitely have to watch that. I'll have your 7-day forecast coming up. Dan?
When we come back after the break, we're going to chat with Craig about that, whatever that was, and do our lottery check. We're also going to talk to our social media folks, and we have a few factoids for you. So we'll see you after the break.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
So, as you can, I promised that we would drag him back in here to talk about that wonderful forecast.
Isn't it though?
We're kind of happy with that big pile of red that it is cold though and it's wet, because people north of here would be worried about forest fires, wouldn't they?
Well, and definitely in the summertime.
Yeah.
You know, if it was dry, like it has been the last couple of summers, lightning's never a friend for forests.
This summer looking like it's going to be dry or wet? Have you seen the
The
almanac?
long-term forecast calls for another hot summer, but not until the end of summer. So we're going to have like a slow buildup of heat between June and July, and then it starts to get hot in August. That's the case right now. That can change.
That can change. We love Heidi, and we love that she does these factoids thing. I'm not a huge factoid person, but I did find out today is National Scrabble Day. I have no idea when it was made or anything else, but it brings me back to talking about words. And just to give you an idea, I use a program called Grammarly, which really helps fix my my grammar when I'm writing the stories that happen up online. I still have wonderful citizen spell checkers, and they're absolutely wonderful, and I have a great editor. So it sends me productivity reports every week, and last week I would write 133,000 words, and 4,827 of them are unique words, and it saved Heidi 322 commas. So we're always happy when it saves Heidi some work that it does. When it saves commas and everything else, it's always a good thing.
Hey, I have a factoid.
What's your factoid?
Being that Heidi's gone, we have to fill in factoids here. Do you have that picture, Mike? The Tiger Woods? Oh, I think I did.
Yeah,
anyway, today, on this date, back in 1997, the then 21-year-old Tiger Woods won his very first Masters tournament. He didn't win it this past weekend. Right?
Oh, no, that was...
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on the coverage of Tiger Woods on the weekend.
He won it by a record 12 strokes in Augusta, Georgia, and it was Woods' first victory in one of the Golf Tour's major championships. So.
I'm not... You did get me started. I love how Tiger Woods has dominated golf for years. He's one of the reasons that I used to watch golf. Mm-hmm. But when he's struggling like he is, and he's 20 shots off the lead, and you have Canadians like Corey Connors that are working really, really hard and really well to play, and he's getting all the airtime because he's Tiger Woods and nobody else, that splits the viewership right down the middle. Half the people love to see Tiger walking around over the greens. The other half is like, why are we even looking at him?
Yeah, but he has done a lot for the game of golf, right? So,
and he has, and unfortunately, he said he's coming back for the British Open, which is good. But he said he's never going to run a full season again. So, and his career is in probably the back half. Jack Nicklaus's amount of golf championships and majors is probably not going to be touched anymore. But with that, we have to go see our wonderful.
I haven't golfed in ages.
I golf
I'm gonna
about
say
2 or 3
20
times
years.
a year.
Do you? Yeah.
So
I'd like to get out there again.
usually in the south. I've only ever done the Root River course up here once when my dad came up with the clubs. But usually when I go home on vacation, I find time to golf. Otherwise, when do I find time to golf?
Yeah,
It's 4 hours in a day.
Yeah.
So
And you need some sleep too. The odd time you need some sleep.
you mean yeah, okay.
Anyway, you may get lots of sleep because if I win this lottery, everyone's getting the day off tomorrow.
Should we tell them the spoiler?
Let's no.
not gonna tell them the spoiler
Where's my scanner here? There it is. Okay, so this is of course
Lotto.
live. We haven't checked this ticket yet. This is for what was the prize? 50
I
million.
think it was 50 million last night.
Okay. Let's see. My sound isn't working. Better luck next time.
Better luck next
Imagine
time.
that.
So we could have really decided that it was
We're coming back
telling
to
them
it.
ahead of time that it was no winner found last night, but we always like seeing his disappointment
Hey, you
on
know,
the screen.
I'll take second prize too.
Take any prize at this point in time, even a free ticket.
Okay,
We're
we
going to go
have
talk to our wonderful people on social media
Social
now.
media. Let's see what we got there.
Margaret McCraig says, good morning, all.
She's the first one out of the gate.
I think it's a good race. Terry Matthews, good morning, Heidi and Craig. Unfortunately, Terry, I'm not Heidi, but thank you anyway.
Looks the same though.
I'm still a host, so I guess that works. Mercy, have a great day. Marissa. Terry Matthews, I had good luck. Try again on Lotto Max.
Yeah, me and you together.
And everybody now.
So I guess on Friday.
Linda
it's
Gloria
55
Goulet,
million.
happy Wednesday, everyone. Hope the storm missed you. We got rain and blowing winds near North Bay.
We got that too.
We got that too. You can do this, Dan. Thanks, Steve. He's well aware of the fact that I'm not a host.
We're almost done.
So, Marilyn Dunn, good morning. All the loudest crack of thunder early this morning did not impress my dog in the least. Yours, mine, everybody else's.
Yeah.
Hey, at least yours didn't jump in the shower.
Yeah, yours
with
tried
you.
to get in the shower, Mike.
Yeah, exactly. That was something else.
Good morning, Bradley. And that's what Bradley says to us
Good
too.
morning, Bradley.
Terry, good
Good
morning,
morning,
Jacob.
Jacob.
Unfortunately, Jacob.
Jacob's in Milton,
Jacob
but
has
we will
left
pass
our
that
team to head to Milton, be with a team down there, doing great work while he's down there. But we will make sure that this good morning, Jacob, gets passed on.
He's probably watching.
He's probably watching. No, he's in a car in traffic going from Barrie to the GTA. I love him for his dedication. Marilyn Dunn, on the plus side, the rest of the snow will disappear sooner.
Definitely.
Have a great day, everyone. It'll start flooding our roadways.
Definitely. Right on cue too, because as I've been
Yeah,
saying.
you said the middle of April.
Yeah, April 12th.
My
is
mother,
when we
good
lose the
morning,
snow.
everyone. Good morning, Mom.
Good morning.
From Fergus.
Fergus.
Yeah, Fergus, as Heidi will say. And good morning, Dan and Craig. Enjoy your day. You enjoy your day too, and I
too.
hope your little one that you have in your picture there is dressed nice for the weather and gets lots of. Hopefully, doesn't get too muddy. That's the other thing. These kids go run around. Todd, Matt. Oh, apparently, Mike, it's called the RC Turd Burglar, which is probably a fact and efficient way of calling it. That would probably get more sales than just whatever they called it. My dad, good morning, Craig and myself, and morning,
morning,
Dad, from Fergus.
Fergus.
Lori Rains, I'm not going to try it. Very happy Wednesday, almost free day. Yeah, it's not even Friday. Is this baby Friday? Because tomorrow's technically Friday, but
Kinda.
Friday's a holiday.
Yeah.
We're going to call this baby Friday Junior.
Yeah.
Terry Matthews, good morning, Dan. Thank you for correcting it. I love Heidi and all, but yes, I am Dan. And that was all of our social
That's
media
it?
folk.
All right.
And Mr. LeProd, who used to be on our show here, was kind enough to send over a photo. We got talking about potholes and all this wonderful stuff, and I don't know if Mike was able to pull it or not, but he does night security throughout with Casey Security, wonderful company, lots of help when needed. And he decided that he would send along a photo on social media. People are marking the potholes with wet floor signs.
There it is right there.
Here it is. You have the mark in the pothole with these wet floor signs. He didn't say where this one was. If I had to guess, it's probably Bruce and Wellington, because that one's back that we went live from.
We're going to go everywhere.
It's everywhere. And this weather, which you're going to see in the 7-day weather forecast, probably isn't going to help the potholes any.
No, because we have that freeze thaw going on again. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. We're going to change tomorrow's high to 9 degrees. We're falling to 4 degrees in the afternoon as that cold front does make its way through, but then the temperatures just take a nosedive for the next couple of days anyway. Before we start rebuilding our temperatures into next week, we could see, like I said, a little bit of accumulation on Friday morning and also lasting into Saturday. Right now, they're calling for 3 centimeters. That's 3 centimeters falling. That doesn't mean it's going to stick. So let's hope it doesn't stick. And we're done with the snow for this year.
Maple syrup producers will be happy with that.
Yeah.
Freeze thaw, freeze thaw,
Yeah,
freeze
that's
thaw.
perfect for
The
them.
mayor and everybody down
Lots
at
of water too they need. Too.
the mayor and everybody down at City Hall with the potholes will not be happy with
No.
that. But for your Wednesday morning, thank you for joining us here at Sioux Online and on TV. And we will see you again tomorrow, hopefully with Heidi as the host.
Bye-bye.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.